Hopefully everybody's doing all right. So what we're going to be doing today, and I decided I was just going to for since the cap for the collaborator end, and I was it took me a few minutes just to think of what I was going to name the stream, just because I don't want any spoilers. So I moved back a little bit. We're going to be going over some content already because I want to get the entire ending in the stream, so that way, if someone hadn't seen the other ones but still wanted to see the end, they could show up at the stream and they can see just the whole ending, just the ending. So I'm going to define the ending part as making as this choice here. So if you're coming in, hold on, let me make sure everything's working all right before we move on. I think so. Hold on, let me check the sound. Hold on, oh yeah, okay, it's doing good. But if you are just coming in for the first time, because I figure that endings, you're gonna probably get people who haven't seen the earlier parts and just are showing up because it's the ending. So if you're one of those people, I got your back. I want to make sure you get the whole ending and not like a little bit of it. I'll do a little recap of what's happened so far. So basically, we've gotten to the temple that we've been looking through for pretty much all the game, right? I'm gonna do a little read of the. I'll leave the lore because that might just confuse if you are just coming in for the ending. But I'll just kind of catch you up, right? We finally got to the temple that we've been going through all the ending of the game, to the ending of the game. But the choices in this area pretty much, I would say, can probably... there may even probably be way more. I think someone said there was like 7. I could be wrong. Someone could have been talking about a different game, but someone was trying to say there were 7 endings, I think. It's been a week. I don't remember quite. But there might be just variations on the endings. But at least with here, I see 3 ways that it's going to go. So we're going to use this as our ending determinator. Going to use this as our ending determinator. And we're today, as you can tell by the stream name, we're going to do the Collaborator ending. So we're going to work with them. I didn't want to spoil anything. And you'll see what I mean by work with them in a second. The other thing you can do is, and I'll only do this on this stream, explain all of them, just so you know in future streams. You got a console here that can blow this whole thing up. And you also, can attack who we will be collaborating with in this stream, but I won't mention it. I'll let you see for yourself. But I'll be reading over. I did already read through this stuff, but I will read through it again. So, hope you guys are prepared. We are ready. Okay, as far as you can tell, the semi-sphere is carved from a single crystal and polished to perfection. It is framed in a large metal band covered with dimly glowing symbols. You touch one of the symbols, and the crystal's surface changes almost instantly. Tiny fracture lines appear, rearrange themselves and disappear as quickly as they come. You notice the shimmering image change as well. The ziggurat is gone, replaced by a strange tomb. The image is incredibly detailed, showing pipes and streams and numbers. Excuse me. We're going to use the lore check. Good thing is that we have so much lore that we'll be able to get all the lore with the ending too, as far as I can tell. It seems that the tomb has a built-in life support system. All vital signs appear to be normal. You touch another symbol and the shimmering image changes again. It seems to be requesting something. You hear a whirring sound, and suddenly a panel at the base of the console slides open, revealing several round slots. Touch the crystal instead. Okay. You touch the crystal, and as if by magic, the strange tomb starts rising from the bottom of the shaft. It stops when it reaches the floor level, waiting for the metal walkways to be lowered. You examine the image. It seems the tomb has a built-in life support system. All vital signs appear to be normal. You touch another symbol, and the shimmering image changes again. It appears to be requesting something. You hear a whirring sound, and suddenly a panel at the base of the console slides open, revealing several round slots. Okay, let's leave that alone and head up here. So for those of you who have not seen this before, now, here, let's leave it alone for now. We just got a bunch of skill points, so we could, if we wanted to, do something like crafting or something like that. But this is not. We're not gonna bother doing anything really here. I mean, I guess if we really wanted to, we could go even higher lore. Yeah, might as well. And there's not really much else after this, so. Can I do anything? Well, not really. Ooh, lightning. I do need to mention that it is in the middle of a storm when I'm doing this, so hopefully it'll be okay. So open it. Top hatch opens soundlessly. You know what lies within was once a man, but like a wooden scaffold used to raise a stone temple, that humanity, other than in Vegas outlines, has been discarded. The limbs have grown weighty and powerful, and a flat alien face descends from an elongated skull. The back, and now warped into a forward curving hunch, is armored and with chitinous layers. Thick tentacles grow from the base of the head instead of hair, reaching almost around to the legs. Skin is deep blue of twilight sky or icy ocean, suggesting copper-based blood. Who knows what other surprises this strange form might hold. Okay. The god's eyes waken up and blink dully. It worked, he says, exhaling with the relief in an unmistakably human way. His gaze he turns his gaze to you, puzzled for a moment, then alarmed. Where are my acolytes? But he already knows the answer. Slowly, he rises from the sarcophagus and straightens to his full height, towering over you. The tentacles arc up into the air, pointing toward over his shoulder. Two of them end in bulbous growths, which reveal a pair of eyes. After a quick scan of the surroundings, the eyes wink shut, and tentacles relax again to rest along his spine. How long, he asks. Centuries. Centuries. The Magi. He leaves the questions unfinished. The Magi are long gone. A worried rumble sounds deep in his chest, and he takes this in. Who rules the Magi in his stead? Okay. Let's say petty men lording over pitiful city-states. Bring me to one of these lords, and I shall raise him above all, provided he kneels before me. So we're going to be totally compliant in this one. We might as well, so that way we have as little repeated dialogue as possible. So we're going to say, use me, and I'll be one of your most devoted servants. How many soldiers do you have? How far does your power reach? Wait, what? We don't really have anything. Okay, so I guess we have to ask anyway. Don't play the fool, human. Why else would you be here? Serve me and be rewarded, unless you're here to kill me. He tosses his head back and makes a sort of barking noise. Eventually recognizes the sound as laughter. What do you mean? I know the world for what it is. Humans will bow to any fool wearing a golden crown, but they hate and fear that which is different, a tribal mentality. I could reveal myself once my powers return, but I'd have to slay a few thousand men who'd rise against me, and then a few thousand more until I grow bored and destroy your kind, leaving but a few seeds to start over. I grow tired and am merely explaining it. Simply put, I need one of you to be the face that rules the tribes. Convincing one of the lords to come won't be that easy. I will strengthen your body and mind. The rest you have to do on your own. Okay. So that's pretty much simple. Now you could, just so you know that there's a different way to go around. You can basically attack him. And that you probably saw one of the choices as we were going. You can attack him, but we're doing this one anyway. So the god raises his hands and his palms open up like a starfish's mouth, bloodless and jagged. He places the palms on your head and you feel a strange rush of blood, and then nothing at all. You wake up on the floor feeling different. Something within you has changed. Give it time, says the god, pleased with his first acolyte. All right, let's go. Well, I'm going to try to do every ending that I can with Haita. Every ending that he would be eligible for, we're going to try to do. I want to say Gallius is what we want to go with. Just because when you think about it, especially with the Collaborator ending, it makes probably the most sense to do Gallius. Because of all people, He's the one that's kind of getting everyone to kind of work together. So so it kind of makes sense that that way we'd have the most teams all still present. He's the most collaboration focused, I guess. You leave the temple, return to Maldoran without delay. Upon arrival, you request a private audience with Lord Galius. Honestly, if I had to be honest, the best decision probably would have been the religious faction for this ending, if I had to guess. Unfortunately, they got destroyed because we didn't help them. We'll call it because if you go into the temple, and this is probably something that will be ending because we wanted to make sure I could get to this ending, so I just ignored picking a side basically on that one in favor of the ending. So you would maybe get that choice, but in this case, we're going with Galius, which is also kind of ironic since he wants to lock all the past away. So it's a fun game. I'd recommend it. I won't try to give too much context if you want to figure out how to get up here on your own, so you have some mystery. Left. Oh, hey again. How's it going? How's it going? Did I tell you how to make a con artist guy's avatar? Oh, really? No, I don't know if I don't know if I've caught, unless you're referring that we can be the con artist. But I get. Oh well, hold on. Let's see. I found the temple of my lord. Tell them everything. But I imagine so you could like maybe bring somebody with you, bring a con artist and have him get apparently brain parasited, because that's my only assumption. Like with the hand of the alien and getting knocked out. I mean that's pretty much the Miltades. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it. It may have been a while back. I'm guessing. So I'm guessing that I could have brought him and had him. If I had left and come back, maybe that would be one of the endings we'll do. Maybe I'll depending on how fast I finish this one. Because that would be kind of in the same vein of having an avatar kind of one. But we'll continue on. I told you to say, says Galius, turning to his Lord Master, we should have destroyed it all, leaving no signs of that these ruins were ever there. Only then would we have known peace. We did our best, says Erebus, unfazed. What happened only underlines that you can't hide from the past, can't shove it under a rag and pretend it never happened. I think you should thank this young man for coming to you first. You are suggesting, says Galius. You've done so much, my lord, says Erebus. What choice do you have but to keep it? Nay, protect it, no matter the cost. Galius turns to you. You met this god. What do you think? We're gonna say we're gonna go with this one. So we're gonna really ham it for this ending. Join him and you'll forge the greatest empire ever known. Oppose him and you'll spend the rest of your days fighting a war you can't win. It's never that simple. Simple or not, it's best for Hasturilla, or it's not. There's always a price to pay, but think of what you'll gain. Let's say that. I didn't build all this to come hand it over to when someone, man or god, comes knocking. So what do I tell him? Tell him that anyone can be killed, even a god. And what would you do? And what would your enemies do while you're fighting a god out of pride? Would they wait? Would they attack you while you're distracted? Or would they join the god and help him bring you down? Let's say that. I don't have a choice, do I? Asked Galius, defeated. Erebus looks at you and nods. It's a long trip. We'll need an escort. The good thing is, I think that the escort is actually... You can find him in Oh, that's really kind of cool. He goes to all the different cities. And just kill him. Really, that would be the best ending? That'd be the best. That'd be kind of cool. I have to check. I don't know if I don't know how much I've helped him, but I know I can still travel around. I may have just simply forgot his name. May have forgotten his name. I mean, I guess I could check my quest journal, see if I still have a quest from him. All right, it's a long trip. We'll need an escort. We'll take a few men with us now. It's Galeus, and those who proved to be immune to the call. The call? Thousands of people claim to have heard some call and left the city, says Galeus. It could be Agathoth, in which case we make a deal. The sooner we make the deal, the better. I'll need supplies. Can you send for my things? They'll be brought here shortly. Let me know when you're ready to leave. Okay. Okay, let's check if I do have a quest from. Oh, if I did, it's probably not telling me the name. Completed. Not seeing it immediately. Characters. Oh, there we go. A man of very questionable morals and disreputable habits. There you go, Miltiades. Got a bunch of people here. But Maru is the one that I was thinking that for this ending, it would be most thematic, I guess, to have him. Oh, because just how ridiculous the character is. It's the best narrative, you're saying, basically. That's also probably true. This is all we're gonna be able to do are the things that really Haita is eligible for. And he's eligible for this. I think I could still do the fight ending, to actually fight him and win. But I think I'm gonna need to do a little more preparation, and come in a little bit more ready. For one, that's gonna involve actually probably getting to a point of where I need to talk to him again and leave. Right. That's probably going to end up involving having to get my constitution fixed from running through those lasers, bring a bunch of stuff, and also to check our gear one last time. I think I just realized we are holding that. I should just do this. Where is the hand crossbow? We need the hand crossbow. There we go. And then load it. So we don't have to load it in battle. Oh, I forgot. I need to load it the other way. Where is that crossbow? There it went. Sharpen. There we go. Okay, but we probably require getting the ghost hand all powered up, because I imagine the ghost hand might be able to help us out. I mean, it's a crazy high sell price, but I wouldn't want to sell that. And that I'm pretty sure that once we got it worked out, we'd be absolutely amazing. But that might require a little more work. So these episodes are going to be a bit interspersed. Don't want anyone throwing a bomb at you. Yeah, true. I wouldn't want anyone while I'm holding the nuclear bomb. That would be a. I mean, that would be great if it was an actual ending. I wonder if dying with the nuclear... That would be hilarious if they had it where if you died while holding the nuclear bomb, it would accidentally detonate and you got a special end death screen. Your guy falls over and it just happens to activate and blow up everything. Travel to the temple. There we go. Okay, you reach the Hell Gate without much trouble. Numerous Aurelian patrols have driven out the raiders and other undesirables, making the roads relatively safe to travel. Unfortunately, upon your arrival, that the Hell Gate entrance is collapsed. Half a dozen bodies of the Imperial Guards paint an incomplete picture of what transpired here. You have to take a different route to the temple. So we're going to Dead River. I just realized that we're not... Are we going to even be able to get to it? I could be totally wrong. I just realized I did not think about the gas. It takes you 2 days to reach Dead River. The settlement has been fenced off. The Imperial Guard standard flying above it. A large group of zealots have gathered near the fence, angrily demanding entrance. The guards seem to be set on denying it. And then we can approach. Have you heard the call too, brother? Asks the bearded man stoically, carrying a burden of leadership. Yep, sure, let's say that. Oh. He did not. He had no interest. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, darn, I forgot to read his line, but he basically got really angry. So suddenly the zealot's jaw goes slack and his eyes become glassy. A similar affliction befalls his brethren, stopping them dead in their tracks. A strange sense of calm and detachment comes over you as Agathoth reaches out to you. My children are yours to command, he says, somewhere far away, his words resonating in your mind like a struck bell. Your knees buckled and you taste blood in your mouth. Order the zealots to attack the camp. Weakly, you point at the fence, and the zealots obey, hacking at it with silent, terrifying fury. Their eyes still glassy and unfocused. The guards fight them with everything they've got. Agathoth's thralls seem impervious to pain. In the end, the Imperial guards prevail, but it's a hollow victory. The fence is all but destroyed, and most of the defenders are dead or dying. Fortunately, or unfortunately, Agathoth has withdrawn from your mind. So it's up to you to negotiate the passage to the temple with the remaining 4 guards. The Aurelian insignia has the effect of red cloth waved in front of a bull. It appears that whatever spell the zealots attack cast and put their old enemy within their reach. Traitors, yells the guard with claw marks on the face and charges forward. Fight our way through. Okay. Now, the good thing is that we should be doing pretty well. So it looks like the preparation for it is a lot then. if destruction of a city. Wait, destroying Matt? Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna end up destroying. That'd be hilarious to end up having to destroy Galeus after helping him. I guess we could just go and help Maru instead, which would be hilarious, considering that doing a flip flop of the end and actually going after the Agathoth after helping Maru. Now I'm going to switch and shoot the Legionary. I probably have a huge chance of hitting my teammate right in the back. At least I have a low chance of hitting anything. Okay, blocked. Whatever. Reload. Iron sharpened. I might as well just fire. What do I lose? One thing I could do is surround people, but I feel like I want to do like a totally fighting based campaign at one point. Like an actual just straight up true Roman soldier kind of style build. With a gladius shield and everything. Go straight up Imperial Guard on it the whole way. I feel like that'd be pretty awesome. I'm going to just go here, and I'm going to actually just start swinging at him. Oh, they're going to hit. Oh, no. They might target me. I just realized that. And I just walked up right next to him, so if he hits at us, we're probably dead. Don't worry, we can always load back at the most recent auto save. Oh, he killed him. Never mind. Probably need a obstacle between us. So I'm going to walk behind him. Hopefully that acts as an obstacle. It may very well not. It doesn't seem to. Okay, we missed, but... And I can't reload, so... I'm going to walk here, maybe? No. And who the heck is that? I just realized our escort has another person here, too, that's not a guard. The good thing is the guards are doing a lot of they're really giving them the business. Only thing I'm worried about is getting killed before our time here. Reload, iron sharpened, and then regular, and then need to blast somebody. Oh, we are blocked. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, that means I can't shoot anything. I'm gonna just wait because I'd rather not get shot and killed. It's probably better than being. Yeah, it's probably better to be safe than to get a shot off since our chance of hitting is so low. Actually, maybe Dungeon Rats is something I should try. Part of me is wondering because I've avoided combat. If you haven't seen the whole like if someone hasn't seen the whole thing, basically we Oh, you have to destroy matter when you first on your first visit, which makes it harder. It means you gotta sacrifice a lot of skill points, resources. Okay. Yeah, I get what you mean by that. Yeah. So probably we're not gonna be able to make ourselves immune to psi powers, at least, if that's the route we try to go. But yeah, spamming grenades sounds like something we could get away with. Let's see. We'll call it. I probably have to really prepare for that one. That might be the last thing I try to do, is to do a full-on, rather than just blowing up the place. I feel like blowing up the place would be something I'll be able to do before. Archer dodges our attack. Wait, we shot? Reload. Iron sharpened. Okay, let's wait. I didn't even notice shooting. But yeah, our character is literally social and lore, so we are definitely not a combat specialist. Social and lore, and that's pretty much it. Might as well shoot. And blocked. Doesn't really matter that much. We're just kind of, I guess, tiring him down. We're just trying to live. There we go. I imagine there's a lot in this game. Okay, we got skill points. I don't know what we're going to necessarily need the skill points for. It's going to be kind of hard to think about what we're going to need. I mean, I guess if I got enough to like dodge or something like that, maybe that would help us out. Oh, I wonder if we can grab from any of these guards. Ah, there we go. A bunch of stuff. We probably don't really need it. It's going to weigh us down. You know what? I think we can get away with it. I think we don't necessarily need anything more. I think, is there any more combat? Going to go... I mean, we're useless in combat. That's not going to be our thing. So we might as well just go to the... Is there anyone we talk to? Or do I have to walk here? Do I have to talk to somebody? I mean, we killed them. Oh, leave this area. I couldn't quite see that. Yep, go to the temple. Okay, so we didn't need to worry about anything else. I guess someone laid down the tracks ahead of us on how to get in. Oh, nice. We got Gallius with us. Oh, that was Gallius. Wonder what would have happened if he died. That would have been an interesting turn of events. Oh, wow. Actually, hold on. We might have finished this ending way faster than I thought it was going to be. Agathoth, the chamber at the apex of the ziggurat has been restored to the glory of the ancient days. Opulent tapestries from distant lands, gilded columns thicker than two men could encircle with their arms, braziers burning incense day and night. All is arranged to please the senses and convey wealth and power. Through your eyes, though your eyes water to gaze upon such riches, there are nothing compared to the glory of the god for which what Agathoth has become. The god's form is encased in a suit of strange armor. Glowing sigils like arms and legs, flowing and changing as you watch, and a weighty golden mask. As a physical matter, the ornate mask conceals the tentacles cascading from his head, reducing the shock of his appearance so that the unprepared may simply grovel in terror rather than lose consciousness outright. Agathoth beckons with a bejeweled hand, and your body traipses toward him like a puppet manipulated by a lazy child. In the god's presence, your purpose is manifest. Your desire filled among all his thousand slaves. You are the most beloved and favored for now. Kneels, the god says, a gentle reminder of the child who must learn the protocol if he wishes to visit the court. Strings cut, your knees buckle, and your body folds until your forehead rests on the cool marble floor. You cannot rise even if you wish to, but since you do not, you will not ever wish to. Your mind remains serene and untroubled in this perfect of worlds. Rise, the god commands benevolently, switching his attention to his companions. Is this the chieftain to whom the local tribes swear their allegiance? The god's tone drops in what might be disappointment, but what the mask concealing his expression, you can't be sure. Agathos continues with his instructions. From this moment forward, you speak with my voice, and doing so, you will grow your domain far beyond your petty ambitions. Your enemies will be swept away as leaves before wailing wind. All who dare rise against you, you will fall swiftly, for such is my will. Many others will serve me, but you and you alone shall be the tip of my spear, the scourge of my foes. Continue. A puppet, whispers Gallius, his hopes and dreams undone in a blink of an eye. A great king, Agathos says sternly, ruling over the greatest empire the world has ever seen. Far greater than anything you could build on your own. In exchange, you will serve me faithfully in all things, just as your men serve you. You may rule as you see fit in matters that are beneath my notice, but you will obey my word in every detail and without hesitation. When my other servants reveal themselves to you, you shall obey their orders, just as you obey mine. Lord, bows Gallius, accepting his fate and maybe even warming up to it. Fate can do a lot worse than offering one to rule the world on someone else's behalf. Moving with unnatural grace, the two men step forward and flank Gallius. Under normal circumstances, you find their unblinking, vacant, gaze disturbing, and there's nothing normal about these circumstances. My servants will take you back and see to your safety. Keep them close, for they will give their lives to protect you, commands Agathos. Your first task is to raise a great army. It's the dawn of a new age and the end of your adventure. Okay. And that was it. Okay. So, tapping into the military and diplomatic reserves nobody knew he had, Gallius goes on the offensive and doesn't rest until the Aurelian banners fly high above every town and settlement. The speed of his campaign does not raise questions. If it was that easy, why did Gallius wait all these years? But wiser heads point at good omens preceding the campaign that must have ensured that Gallius' luck won't run out. Soldiers whisper of divine intervention, and they take as a sign that the gods are on their side. Strangely enough, Gallius has become more spiritual after the conquest, and builds a grand temple dedicated to Agathos, the patron god of the Regnum Aurum. In fact, Gallius' own vizier is said to be a devotee of Agathos, and if rumors are to be believed, a practitioner of the dark arts, which would certainly explain Gallius' unchanging luck. Oh, and that was it. Okay, that was it for that ending. Yeah, that is a kind of a nice touch that he calls them unsultan, like by the, you said you beat it hardest unsultan. Now for solo, are you meaning like with no like not working with any teammate, like not teammates, but any factions, or do you mean like are you referring more so? I mean, I might even go back and just see what the other ones say if there's anything different. Oh yeah, and Dungeon Rats look like it would be kind of cool. But they have another game coming. Yeah, and I think we talked about the other game that was coming out before too. That was they have a space game. But we'll load back, and I want to see what the different ones say. I don't think it's going to be that different to certain parts, but we're gonna go back to the Temple Chamber. I just want to see what the different. This is going to just all encompass this kind of ending. We're going to skip kind of through to get to and see what the different leaders would say. And Muru, I guess, is going to be unfortunately left out. But I guess that one would be okay. Let's see. Open it. We're going to skip on through. Okay. And what we're going to do is we are going to... Hey, can we talk to him again? No. Let's go ahead and run. And let's see what the other leaders say. Because I know we have Antitus, Gallius, and Paulus. So let's go to Antitus. Because we did do that whole peacemaker thing. So I'm kind of curious what... Because we got him in the... And it would be funny if we helped out Antitus, considering we never really wanted to not work with him. We literally got kind of swept up and ended up. You leave the temple and you return to town without delay. Upon arrival, you get a private audience with Lord Antitus. It's been so long since we've been in this place. Are you any closer to finding the temple? Antitus says impatiently. I found it, my lord. You did. This news is great. What did you find there? Are the engines of war intact? I found a god. A god, frowns Antitus. Didn't the gods disappear after the war? It's a long story. Are you sure he's a god and not one of Maru's freaks? Phanel or Phelan or whatever his name is? I'm sure the Magi brought him and his kind here centuries ago. They thought they could control them, but they failed, and that's what brought down the Empire. Well, what does he want? Asks Antidus, visibly disturbed by the news. He wants you to serve him. In return, he'll make you powerful. And what makes you think I'd accept? Because if you won't, someone else will. A god has returned to this world, and he isn't what we expected. But he is here now. The first Lord to bend a knee will be raised above all. I don't know, says Antidus. I need to think about it. Think about what? You restored the Empire. You wanted a restored Empire. Here's your chance. Not as a puppet, snaps Antidus. Everyone kneels to someone. Who knows? Maybe you can even convince Agathoth to do things your way. Maybe he wants the same thing you do. Or it's the only way you'll ever get what you want, so the question is how badly you want it. We're going to say at the top. You're right, says Antidus, resigning or perhaps warming up to his fate. After all, it's my duty to lead, even in the darkest of time. It's a long trip. It's a long trip. We'll need an escort. We won't get far, says Antidus. Remember what happened to the first expedition? My house doesn't have many friends that far north. We'll take Delar with us. He's worth 5 men in a fight. Talk to Delar. Hey, we get to talk to Delar from the beginning. I've already heard, says Delar. We're going sightseeing. Remind me to break your neck when this is all over. We'll need some supplies. One step ahead of you, says Delar. I've already sent for your things and extra supplies. Okay. Wait, or can we talk to Antidus now? Once you get into the actual, if the fight's the same, we're just gonna. If it's just the same kind of like deal, then we won't. Then we'll just go back. But it might be different from what it's looking like. Your journey takes a turn for the worse when you get closer to Maldoran. One of the Aurelian patrols spots you and gives chase. You try to lose them during the night, but the trackers know this stretch of desert better than anyone and follow your trail unerringly. 5 men, says Delar, squinting at the horizon. What do they want with us? We can either go, let's find out, or can you handle them? I could try, says Delar. Either way, I'll buy you enough time to get away. I just want to see what the ending is, so I'm not going to even try to deal with the fight. Unless Phelan is a fun fight. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah, he kept saying that he could, like... Isn't that... I think that's the guy who said he could just kill people. Oh, Solo. Okay, now I get what you're saying with Solo. But you're saying with Dungeon Rats. Because it's this... I see what you're saying. Because you get, like, a party in that one. Okay, so good luck with your journey. We'll just say that. We'll do that for right now. Good luck. I just want to see what the end is. Reach the Hellgate. Okay, this seems about the same. So I wonder if it's looking like the Gallius was the easiest option if we have to fight again. But it might be their troops. Might be Antidus. Oh, hold on. It takes you 2 days to reach Dead River. Settlement has been fenced off. The Imperial Guards stand flying above it. A large group of zealots have gathered near the fence, demanding entrance. The guards seem to be denying it. We're going to just try to do the same thing. Okay, what do you want? Demands the guards with claw marks on his face, just passing through. No, he just passes through until we sort it out, says the man stubbornly. Let's go ahead with persuasion. Yeah, that's not... I mean, I guess we could have... Hold on, we could actually... Let's go to the... End Antidus. Let's do that. I think that autosave probably would be it. And try to raise our persuasion a little bit. See if we can get enough that we just can walk through. We can just skip... Hold on, we're gonna throw this persuasion up a little bit. And just talk to him. Found it. We just want to continue on. Go talk to Delar. He supplies, and we'll just, I guess, talk to him again and leave. Travel to the temple. We're just going to skip on through, since we already read it. Let's find out. Oh no, I accidentally waited. Instead, watch your tone. You're addressing Lord Antitus of House Deraton. Let's do that. Oh, persuasion, charisma. Antitus. Hold on. Okay, persuasion. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Or what? Decadence asked contemptuously. Oh no, it's him again. It's Decadence. Wasn't that from the beginning earlier on? Or I'll take the leash off Deller, and he'll kill you where you stand. He's been itching to do ever since he spotted you. Success. He won't be able to kill us all, says Decadence. He doesn't even sound very certain. He doesn't sound very certain. Persuasion streetwise. You're probably right. He'll only kill you and two, maybe three other idiots foolish enough to attack him first. Survivors will honor your memory by telling you stories of your gruesome and painful death. Ah, no. And we got like 5 people. I don't think we're in that bad of a situation. I mean, that's just my guess, right? No, sorry. We're the... Okay, never mind. We're the one with only 3 people. Never mind. Yeah, we're pretty much done like with that. So, hold on. Let's go back to... Hold on. Let's go to... Where's end? There should be an end. No, I'm not seeing end Desert Mataran. Let's load that one. Hopefully that's not can you handle them? Good luck. We'll just send him on his way for right now. Travel to the Dead River. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I got the persuasion skill. Hopefully this is the most recent one. No. The amount of persuasion we would need. I don't actually. Hold on. Is this one where we don't have the persuasion? That could have been it. Come on. I just want to look at the character screen before getting killed. Okay, there we go. No, this is not the one where we used the points. So maybe there was another one where we had used the points. And Desert Mataran. Maybe this one. Can you handle them? Good luck. We're going to try. Hopefully this is the one where I spent the points. If not, we'll just have to check the other ones. Streetwise. Okay, continue on. We're not going to make the Streetwise one because we didn't prove that. Oh, well, yeah, that's just not enough persuasion to be able to get past this that way. So we'll just have to load back, go to Temple Chamber. I don't think that past that point is going to be any real difference between the Mataran one and Galeus. Really? He's the only... that's actually kind of interesting. Considering that he's got supernatural powers, but it's actually something that he's not having to get it influenced by something else. So he wasn't joking. He wasn't joking. Okay, well, let's just jump through here and let's try Paulus, the last one. See if that ending is any different. Okay, let's just continue on. All tops. There you go. And then we just run and go to Paulus and see if we get anything different. Imagine if we just went up in crafting, because I think it's just crafting that we need to just blow up the place. Leave the temple and return to Kaer Tor without delay. Upon arrival, you request a private audience with Dux Paulus. Okay. Oh, let's open. You gotta open the door. What brings you here? Inquires Paulus. I have a proposition for you, Dux. Tell him about the temple. Quite a mess, states Paulus, his eyes distant. Can it be killed? He asks the question as if it's going through a list of as if going through a list of options, starting with the simplest solution. Maybe, maybe not. It took the Empire everything they had to bring it down, to bring down 4 of these things. All right, says Paulus. He doesn't sound convinced, but he doesn't argue either. Can we work with him? I don't see why not. Agathoth needs a man like you, and a man like you can use power. The power Agathoth brings to the table. It's a win-win, Dux. As I understand, he wants a puppet, not a partner. What one wants and what one gets are often two different things, or that's why I came to you, Dux. You're strong enough to do things your way, or he can't make every decision and solve problems himself. He will, of course, need you to steer the ship. Okay, let's say the second one. I must admit, it's not an alliance I had in mind. Why be seconds to some lord when you be second to God and rule all in his name? Or you could get an alliance with any house a long time ago, but you waited for a better offer. The wait is over, Dux. This is the best offer you ever get. Or one way or another, Agathoth will rule this world. Okay, we'll say the second one. Very well, nods Paulus. Take me to him. An escort will attract too much attention, but Paulus shaking his head. Don't worry, still remember how to hold a sword. What about Carbo? Carbo is a simple man who believes in simple things. It'd be unwise to burden him with what you just told me. Besides, should anything happen to me, he'll take over and do what needs to be done. I'll need supplies. Did my things arrive yet? Your chest. It arrived before you did. Tell the guards outside to bring it in here if they didn't already. Okay, and then we'll just talk to leave. Travel to the temple. Your journey takes a turn for the worse when you get closer to Maldoron. One of the Aurelian patrols spots you and gives chase. You try to lose them during the night, but their trackers know the stretch of desert better than anyone and follow your trail unerringly. 8 men, says Paulus, unconcerned. Might as well deal with them now. Let's see what they want first. Make camp and wait for the patrol to catch up. Oddly enough, the soldiers approach you with caution as if they expect you to attack without warning. Get on the ground now, shouts Decadence. What's going on? Your last warning. Get on the ground now. Let Paulus handle it. Do you know who I am? Paulus asks in a voice of a man accustomed to command. Yes, Dux, says one of the soldiers. I had the honor to fight under the command of Legatus Carbo 8 years ago. Then I suggest you advise your Decadence that interference into the Imperial Guard's affairs will have grave consequences. We ain't interfering, says the Decadence. My orders to bring everyone in for questioning. It's for your own safety, Dux, he adds almost apologetically. Persuasion, streetwise. Do you imbeciles really think you can detain Dux like some kind of common thief? Take him in for questioning. When the word gets out, every Imperial Guard Legion will march them out around and burn the city to the ground. Oh, that worked. Oh, next one might not work, though. I have my orders, the Decadence protests weakly. He doesn't sound very certain. Orders? You want to start a war? What do you think your lord will do when he finds out you're responsible? Which slow and excruciating death will reward your dedication with? Oh, it worked. Okay. Well, maybe there's no need for questioning here, says the Decadence, choosing wisely. You don't seem to be like the others anyway. Others? It started a couple weeks ago. We saw people leaving the city, just marching straight out into the wasteland, and now they're on the road, but due north. They carried nothing with them but their clothes on their backs. The guards laughed at first. If a bunch of nobodies decided to take the desert air with their raiders and scorpions, the gods and gods know only what else. Good luck to them. It was a good sport betting on how long a drover or seamstress would survive with no weapons, no gear, or not even a canteen, but entire families began to leave, again with no baggage, no carts, not even coming down when we finally decided to stop and question them. Their faces looked wrong to me, slack, and their eyes dull, as if they had been drugged. Every man and woman claimed they heard the call, just those words. They heard a call. And their head there, I guess, dropped everything and started heading north. What happened then? Well, that's when it went down. It really got bad. The Centurion decided to close the gates and ask his superiors for advice. The crowd just went mad, and they began to catch on the gate. And when they began to catch on the gate, was about to be shut. These people, these peasants, these carpenters, tinkers, they fought like beasts. In the time it takes to flip a coin, they went mad, swarming us and clawing us with their bare hands like feral creatures. We assembled in defensive formation and smartly, or what we would we assembled in a defensive formation and smartly, or we would have been overrun right then. I wasn't afraid for my life, not yet, but I was thinking of investigation afterwards, of the garrison's commander's questions when he found dozens armed guards standing over 100 slaughtered unarmed civilians. Can you picture it? No, sir. We had no choice, sir. They just ran into our spears, sir. We're all uninjured, but for a few scratches, sir. God be praised. Yes, it certainly is a mystery, sir. The centurion was thinking along the same lines when he amended his orders to close the gates. We stepped back and let them through. How did you end up chasing people across the desert? New orders are to deny more people, especially fighting age men, to whoever or whatever is sending out this call. Hasturilla doesn't like uncertainty. Anyway, seeing as you're not raving mad, you're free to go on your way. Before he changes his mind. Okay. That's interesting lore to it. Hey, you can fight him with your eyes. Hold on. There's two ways to fight him. You can fight him with your eyes closed, or you hold out. You can eat. And go berserk. that would be kind of interesting. It's like a Medusa fight. That's kind of really cool. That's actually that's a really creative fight. Hold on, let's finish off this. Let's finish off and see what we get here. Do I have to actually now walk all the way? I have a bad feeling we have to. I think I might have to leave the area. Okay, you reach Hellgate without much trouble. Numerous are really okay. This is the same as before. It's a special one. We're just gonna read through the special endings or the new stuff. Okay, these are the same. I'm going to just do that again. And then now let's approach. Now this may be different this time though. I'll handle it, says Paulus, swallowing hard. You could have handled it before. We could say that, or you let him do the talking. Keeping his hands where you can see them, where they can see him. Paulus walks up to the three remaining guards, recognizing him. The guards snap to attention and salute. Whatever doubts they may have, it's not their place to question the ducks. You can hear what Paulus tells them, but their face makes it clear enough. Defend the entrance with their lives. Go to the temple. Okay, so that part is significantly easier. So in Titus, you kind of have to be kind of a little bit either a better talker or a soldier to really get that last bit. I'm guessing this is going to just be the same. That would be my guess. Unless he pulls some really awesome stuff. And like crazy, like stabs him or something. Okay, I'll just go until he talks. Okay, Paul straightens up as if a great weight has been lifted from his shoulders. A bit about a spear and the scourge definitely got his attention. A warrior king, nods approvingly, who forged the greatest empire this world ever has known, far greater than anything you could have done on your own. In exchange, you will serve me faithfully in all things, just as men serve you. You may rule above. Okay, we continue on. My men and I are yours to command, Lord, says Paulus, snapping to attention. That was an easy sell. You have a feeling that Paulus would be much happier serving Agathoth than dealing with ever unreliable nobles. Moving toward with unnatural grace, two men step forward. Okay. So let's see if there's any different statement here at the end. After waiting for more than a decade, Dux Paulus finally makes his move. Without warning, his legions swoop across. So it's like a decade from then, I guess. Without warning, his legions sweep across the land, laying sieges and taking towns. It seems like an act of pure madness at first. Paulus isn't noble born and would never be accepted by the nobles, even if his men do conquer all. Yet, as if by magic, the lesser nobles throw their support with Paulus, demanding a new government and even starting riots. One by one, the cities sabotaged from within, open their gates to the imperial guards. Dictator Paulus rules the land with an iron fist, as if it were a mere military campaign. Every town, settlement, and district is assigned to an officer according to rank. Every citizen is given orders associated according to social status. The punishment is always the same: slave labor, regardless of rank and status. The only exception is Paulus's personal advisor, a man who's said to be instrumental in securing the noble support and organizing riots. They say he's a holy man who answers to a higher power, and that even Paulus speaks with him with the utmost respect and seeks his counsel and always finds his advice worth following. I'm guessing that was who we are. I'm guessing that we're always that magical figure in the background in this ending. Okay, so we'll be back next time, probably with a different kind of ending. That was actually really okay. The only reason you can even fight and win against Agathos. Yeah, that's true. Yes, that's true because of the hibernation sickness. And the only way we yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That would be the way the call it. Technically you're not technically that's because I think Agathos himself mentions that he's basically weak. Like the moment he gets out, I think he's like, yeah, I've been weakened. But as we try to push him over, by weakened, it's weakened by a significantly greater standard. Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough fight if we come back and do fighting end, and we can also do the blow up ending of where we can blow up the thing. So we'll try to come back each time and kind of add a little more to the ending. But this is a good one to start with, I guess, because this is one that probably requires the least setup and the least skill, is just showing up and then saying, sure, we'll work on your behalf. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the ending, and we'll be back with more of the endings. Hopefully, and I'll be able to set those up, and we can try that out. And heck, I might even, after I finish all the endings, I can get Haita eligible. That's Haita's eligible for. I might even come back and do a straight up combat focus run, because I feel like I'm missing a lot out of the combat system by making a character who's totally built to avoid the combat. I actually feel like now I really want to actually do a combat centric character. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great week. See you all later. All right. Bye.